What's up anime fans? Welcome back to our new video. Today's episode of AniTube we're counting down the top anime where the main character puts love aside to achieve their goal. If you're new to this channel, feel free to like the video, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will not miss my other video. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. The year is 1983. The Cold War is in full effect and humanity is under attack. Strange aliens, given the name Beta, have descended to Earth with the goal of destroying all life. Soldiers have been tasked with piloting large combat suits called Tactical Surface Fighters (TSF) to repel the alien invaders, but the front line is slowly being pushed back towards the surviving cities. Schwarzesmarken follows the story of 2nd Lieutenant Theodor Eberbach and the other members of the 666th TSF Squadron, a ruthless unit that values the mission's completion over human life. Stationed in East Germany and led by war hero Captain Iristina Bernhard, the unit specializes in counter-assault attacks on laser-class Beta. But the 666th Squadron finds itself with more enemies than just the alien forces when optimistic rookie Kasia Waldheim joins the squadron, drawing the attention of East Germany's secret police, the Stasi. In the 71st year of the True Era, humans have successfully expanded into space and have started living in independent galactic colonies. The world itself is split between two major nations: the Atlantic Rim United States, a Rus, and the Dorsha Military Pact Federation, Dorsha superpowers that wage war against each other on Earth and far into outer space. In this war-torn era, a third faction comprised of Japan and islands of the Athenian Republic, Thier, reside peacefully and prosper economically, maintaining neutrality between themselves and their militant neighbors. Kakimiki Valvrov commences in an outer space Thier colony, where 17-year-old Haruto Takashima's peaceful life is turned upside down as a sudden Dortian fleet breaches the neutral colony. Their objective is to seize the Valvers. Powerful, but rumored mechanized weapons hidden deep within Haruto's school, Sakamori Academy. In the ensuing chaos, Haruto stumbles upon one of the targeted Valvers. With his friends' lives in peril, Haruto enters the mecha and seals a contract for its power in exchange for his humanity. With the aid of Elf, an enigmatic Dortian agent and gifted strategist, Haruto and the Valvrov initiate a revolution to liberate the world. Yoshino Takagawa, an ordinary teenager, is secretly dating his best friend Mihiro's younger sister. But when his girlfriend Aika mysteriously dies, Mihiro disappears, vowing to find the one responsible and make them pay for murdering his beloved sister. Yoshino continues his life as usual and has not heard from Mihiro in a month until he is confronted by a strange girl who holds him at gunpoint, and his best friend arrives in the nick of time to save him. Yoshino learns that Mihiro has enlisted the help of a witch named Hakiz Kusarov to find Aika's killer and of the existence of an entity known as the Tree of Exodus. The witch's brother selfishly desires to make use of its power in spite of the impending peril to the world. However, Hakiz is banished to a deserted island, and it is now up to Yoshino and Mihiro to help her save the world while inching ever closer to the truth behind Aika's death. On the precipice of a cataclysmic drought, the star readers of the Shin-Yogo Empire must devise a plan to avoid widespread famine. It is written in ancient myths that the first emperor, along with 8 warriors, slew a water demon to avoid a great drought and save the land that was to become Shin-Yogo. If a water demon was to appear once more, its death could bring salvation. However, the water demon manifests itself within the body of the emperor's son, Prince Chagam. By the emperor's order, Chagam is to be sacrificed to save the empire. Meanwhile, a mysterious spear-wielding mercenary named Balsa arrives in Shin-Yogo on business. After saving Chagam from a thinly veiled assassination attempt, she is tasked by Chagam's mother to protect him from the emperor and his hunters. Bound by a sacred vow she once made, Balsa accepts. Sere no Morabito follows Balsa as she embarks on her journey to protect Chagam, exploring the beauty of life, nature, family, and the bonds that form between strangers. Vash the Stampede is the man with a $60 billion bounty on his head. The reason? He's a merciless villain who lays waste to all those that oppose him and flattens entire cities for fun, garnering him the title the Humanoid Typhoon. He leaves a trail of death and destruction wherever he goes, and anyone can count themselves dead if they so much as make eye contact, or so the rumors say. In actuality, Vash is a huge softie who claims to have never taken a life and avoids violence at all costs. With his crazy donut obsession and buffoonish attitude in tow, Vash traverses the wasteland of the planet Gunsmoke, all the while followed by two insurance agents, Meryl Streep and Millie Thompson, who attempt to minimize his impact on the public. But soon, their misadventures evolve into life-or-death situations as a group of legendary assassins are summoned to bring about suffering to the trio. Vash's agonizing past will be unraveled and his morality and principles pushed to the breaking point. The final hour of the popular virtual reality game Yggdrasil has come. However, Momonga, a powerful wizard and master of the Dark Gildane Zool Gown, decides to spend his last few moments in the game as the servers begin to shut down. To his surprise, despite the clock having struck midnight, Momonga is still fully conscious as his character, and, moreover, the non-player characters appear to have developed personalities of their own. Confronted with this abnormal situation, Momonga commands his loyal servants to help him investigate and take control of this new world, with the hopes of figuring out what has caused this development and if there may be others in the same predicament. Arsène Lupin III, the grandson of the fictional gentleman thief, Arsène Lupin, is considered the world's greatest thief, known for announcing his intentions to steal valuable objects by sending a calling card to their owners. His right-hand man and closest ally is Daisuke Gaijin, an expert marksman who can accurately shoot a target in 0.3 seconds. Although Lupin and Gaijin frequently work as a two-man team, they are often joined by Gomen Ishikawa Shi, a master swordsman whose sword can cut anything, or Fujiko Mine, a femme fatale and Lupin's love interest. Although Fujiko usually works together with the others, she occasionally exploits Lupin's interest in her to steal the treasure for herself. Lupin and his gang are constantly chased by Inspector Koichi Zenigata of Interpol, who has made it his life's work to arrest them, pursuing Lupin across the globe. Japan, 2039. 10 years after the outbreak of the apocalypse virus, an event solemnly regarded as Lost Christmas, the once proud nation has fallen under the rule of the GHQ, an independent military force dedicated to restoring order. Funeral Parlor, a guerrilla group led by the infamous Gai Tsutsugami, act as freedom fighters, offering the only resistance to GHQ's cruel despotism. Inori Yuzuriha, a key member of Funeral Parlor, runs into the weak and unsociable Shu Aoma during a crucial operation, which results in him obtaining the power of kings and ability, which allows the wielder to draw out the manifestations of an individual's personality, or voids. Now an unwilling participant in the struggle against GHQ, Shu must learn to control his newfound power if he is to help take back Japan once and for all. Guilty Crown follows the action-packed story of a young high school student who is dragged into a war, possessing an ability that will help him uncover the secrets of the GHQ Funeral Parlor and Lost Christmas. However, he will soon learn that the truth comes at a far greater price than he could have ever imagined. When tragedy is about to strike, Satoru Fujinuma finds himself sent back several minutes before the accident occurs. The detached 29-year-old manga artist has taken advantage of this powerful yet mysterious phenomenon, which he calls revival, to save many lives. However, when he is wrongfully accused of murdering someone close to him, Satoru is sent back to the past once again, but this time to 1988, 18 years in the past. Soon, he realizes that the murder may be connected to the abduction and killing of one of his classmates, the solitary and mysterious Keiyo Hinazuki, that took place when he was a child. This is his chance to make things right. Boku Date ga Inai Machi follows Satoru in his mission to uncover what truly transpired 18 years ago and prevent the death of his classmate while protecting those he cares about in the present. Long ago, all humans lived beneath the sea. However, some people preferred the surface and abandoned living underwater permanently. As a consequence, they were stripped of their God-given protection called Ina, which allowed them to breathe underwater. Over time, the rift between the denizens of the sea and of the surface widened, although contact between the two peoples still existed. Nagi no Asukara follows the story of Hikari Sakashima and Manaka Mukato, along with their childhood friends Chisaki Hiradera and Kana Misaki, who are forced to leave the sea and attend a school on the surface. There, the group also meets Tsumugu Kahara, a fellow student and fisherman who loves the sea. Hikari and his friends' lives are bound to change as they have to deal with the deep-seated hatred and discrimination between the people of sea and of the surface, the storms in their personal lives, as well as an impending tempest, which may spell doom for all who dwell on the surface. So what do you think of this list? Their name and which is your favorite anime where the main character puts love aside to achieve their goal? Comment below and let us know. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more anime-related content. I'll see you next time here in Anatu.